Okay, guys, welcome back, and it's now the time for the World Cup Europe division for the pros here tonight, as well as they're battling out at round 2 of Interlagos. We're not still in round 1. We are in Interlagos in Brazil. So let's make sure everything says the right thing, because otherwise we're all going to get confused. But welcome in, Mr. Hedgecock, and thank you so much for that amazing picture. Yes, that was you, that wasn't me at all. So there we go. We are coming to the end of practice now. I'm just going to bring in Stefan Mellis from the AMS last time out. Has been waiting patiently for me. So let's have a quick chat with Stefan in the booth. Stefan, how are you, young sir?
Hey, hello. I'm fine, thank you.
Good, not too bad. It wasn't a bad race for you, was it?
It was my very first championship race, and 10th place. Yeah, I'm very, very pleased with it.
Yeah, exactly. How did the race go overall for you? Because it was a little bit manic, and you know, you sort of plodded along and made your way back up into 10th.
Yeah, there were some guys that made a mistake, of course, but yeah, I catch some guys on the track, and yeah, it was a very fun battle sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. We go on to Interlagos next week, young sir. You know, what do you think about Interlagos?
I love the track. I love, yeah. I did racing a lot here on iRacing, but for 2 years, but only the official iRacing. Small cups, so small races, but never a championship. But I practiced a lot with a lot of cars, also the GT cars, and then but I love the Radical, and it was my very first car in iRacing that I raced.
Oh, very nice, young man. Well, you know, Stefan, overall, a nice, clean, tidy race from you, and you know, congratulations on your 10th place, and we look to seeing you next week at Le Mans.
Yes, definitely. And also I'm going to do the endurance race Sunday.
Oh, nice. So we'll see you Sunday then.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Take care.
Okay, bye.
There we go. That was Stefan Mellis in chat, who's been waiting patiently for me to have a little bit of a chat to him. So we're now into the pros, guys, and the time difference is a 1:27.5 to a 1:28 that we had last time around as well. So thank you, Stu. Just finished racing, grabbed the P7, so I'm happy. I'm happy. Time for a vodka and to enjoy this race. Well, make sure you do, young man, and make sure you sit back and relax and drink your vodka. So there we go. Hope everything's all right for you. Again, guys, if you are here for the first time, please hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, and turn on the bells for notifications. It will give you 10 years bad luck. If you don't believe me, try it, and you never know. But we got here at Interlagos, 24 degrees, partly cloudy, constantly all the way through the season, and then next week we go into Le Mans. Go slow-mo. Yes, we've got a few slow-mo drivers here. Ola Braden, Team Slow-mo Gold. Then we've got Joachim Code, Team Slow-mo Red. And Taya Sattenherg is in Team Slow-mo Black. So we've got a mixture here tonight. So this is going to be rather exciting for this one, as we are going into quali now as well. So stay tuned as we enter into qualifying, and sit back and relax and enjoy this racing, because I think you're going to find it's going to be absolutely incredible here tonight as well. And yeah, 10 minutes of qualifying. Let's see what these guys can do. So racing David Walters there from Racing Team Denkamp, as well as the start of these guys start heading out of the pits on their warm-up laps. So it's going to be an interesting one now. I've been racing with Marnik Heister over the last few days as well. Marnix has been tearing up the field and has been very quick. So be aware, keep an eye out for Marnix Heister and see what he's going to be doing. He's been getting into the low 128s, so it's going to be interesting to see how far he can move up the order. So, and we've got Henning Haig as well. He's in Team Slow-mo as well. So Henning Haig there as well. So let's not forget, as we look at David Walters from Racing Team Denkamp. They're in their livery. There's a great sponsors logo they've got on the side there. I don't know who does that, but blimey, it must be a superstar there to be sponsoring their car. Oh dear, make yourself chuckle. Otherwise, what more do you have in life if you cannot laugh about what we do here as well? Don't forget, it is all nice and nice and relaxed. I think we will respond to chat and we will have a conversation about it. So let's see how we get on. So let's hope that we can get some nice racing here tonight, and hopefully it will be absolutely epic. You vandalized the car. Apparently so. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it, but you know, what more can we ask for? I decided it would be good just to throw stickers all over the car. How rude. Vandalizing cars. I don't do that in my old age. In my old age, you know. So there we go. Right, I'm just going to have a quick look at something, because something's not right here, and I can see it, and it's really quite frustrating. So give me 2 seconds, guys, because I need to have a look at something which is really frustrating me, and I don't like it. So it's not very nice. I'm just going to try and change something while I'm on the fly, and I should never do this while I'm on the fly, because sometimes it all goes wrong, but I don't like something that's going on the screen. There we go. The guy's first names were black, and it's not very good, considering it's a black background, so I just had to rectify that, which I have done very quickly in my famous CSS. If you see James in the paddock, put a cover on your car or you'll whack a sticker on it. Hey, why not? I'm allowed to. It's my prerogative. That's actually what I need. I think me and you need to talk, Mr. Edgecott. That's what I need. I need some JPB stickers that I can just go round and stick them randomly on people's car in the car park. David Waters is currently on pole on a 128. He was on pole. John Aldridge just gone along on a 128.576. 300ths of a second quicker. So there we go. John Aldridge there in pole position. Now, there are going to be some very fast lap times, and I promise you we will try and keep up with all the action tonight, because I think this race is just going to be an absolute barnstormer. So bear with, and I promise you I will try and keep up with everything that is going on here tonight as well. I'm going to send you over and have a quick look of the standings if I can. Get them up really quickly. Daniel Sedgley in first, Rafael Blanco in second, Luke Maxwell third, John McHutchison fourth, Florence Arabian in fifth, Mike Buson sixth, Henning Haig in seventh, Ola Bratton eighth, Stefan Severia in ninth, Joachim Code in 10th, David Walters in 11th, Paul Clark in 12th, Thomas Renders in 13th, Ivan Bramer 14th, Niak Luskic down in 15th, Taya Settenherg in 16th, Dennis Kiriakopoulos 17th, Kettle Larson 18th. Obviously no points on the board currently for them guys. In the overall teams championship, Team GB are top with 40. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. Let's get rid of that one. Not quite sure why that hasn't changed. Let's try and do that again. Right, let's have a look. Team Redline is in first, Team Slow-Mo Black in second, Racing Team Denkamp in third, Team Slow-Mo Gold in fourth, Octopus Racing fifth, Team Slow-Mo Red in sixth, iLounge Racing in seventh, Platinum Racing Team in eighth, Mudday in ninth, IGL Coatings E-Racing down in 10th place. So there we go, that is the current team championships as well, as we see a lot of cars flying there as well. Mr. Hedgecock, you laugh. Do you know what though, Adam, right? It would be true as well, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah, it would be true, wouldn't it? You would see me in the paddock and come and, you know, whack a sticker on your car. So there we go. We might be joined just very shortly, actually, by somebody going to come and do qualifying with me. So this should be all good and fun. Maybe we can have a little bit of a chin wag. So there we go. But at the moment, though, we got McHutchison on pole on a 127.78, and the man that I thought was going to come and join me in the booth has joined me. Colin Wynn, how are you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you, James. Yeah.
Good. We're just into quali of the pros. Now, if you could get hold of a pro and give her one tip for qualifying, Colin, what do you think it would be?
Oh, I'm not one to give tips. These guys are too good. They don't need any tips.
No, they are exceedingly quick. We've got a 127.6 at the moment on the board.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
They're just aliens, mate. I think that's all we can put it down to. No, I can't get below a 129 at the moment in any of the races I do, but they're only officials. But, you know, you had a couple of excursions in the last race. Overall, though, were you happy with how you got on?
No.
Okay.
In a word.
No, that's fair enough. If you weren't happy, just tell me. Just, no, I weren't happy. But what do you think? Where could you have been?
Oh, I should have qualified higher up. Should have qualified on the front row with Paul, and then probably ran away with him. But yeah, silly me, silly me. If I hadn't have had a little incident with Rolo and going off, which is all my fault, as I apologise, and then obviously running into when Damien had his little incident, I ran into the cars and had damage. So I lost top end speed. I couldn't stay with Graham, and I let Rolo go past me, and I couldn't stay with him either.
Yeah, it happens, doesn't it, unfortunately, as well, you know, where these things are slight little bit of contact and your top speed has gone. You know, we're going on to Le Mans. I think that's more of a more important circuit of top speed down at Le Mans, and that's kind of, you don't want to be losing it on that and losing the top speed on there, do you?
Not really. It is literally, it's a draft fest at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And what do you think? How do you think you're going to get on in the overall championship? You know, you missed the first round. First round was,
that I don't know.
Yeah, Colin.
Depends how many races I can do, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
How many do you think you're going to make?
Well, I won't make one in a couple of weeks because I'm away, so that'll be another one lost. So I don't know how many free weeks we have. I don't know.
Ooh, drop weeks.
Drop weeks.
Ooh.
2 or 3? 2, I think.
Was it 2?
Or was it only 1? Oh, God knows. I'll have to look it up later.
Yeah, I'm just trying to scroll through the.
Why is Boost on in 12th? Sorry, 13th. What is going on with Mike?
I know he's on a 128.4. He's not been overly speedy, I've got to say, at the moment. And that's weird for Mike as well, because he was going around saying that he's been doing 126s. So
that's shocking. That's really, really surprising.
Yeah, it's I think the top.
And Paul Crab. That's really surprising as well. Although Paul's still out, isn't he?
Yeah, Paul is still out, and no, he's stopped. He's done. He's down in 16th. So it's going to be interesting to watch them guys try and come back through the order, I think.
Oh, absolutely. I will be game on to watch this.
Yeah, we've got Dennis Kiriakopoulos here for the first week as well. So he's going to be obviously trying to get some points on the board for his opening week's race, really. So I think, to be honest, I think this is going to be really spicy with the likes of Paul Crab coming through the order here tonight. Do you know what? I'm really struggling to find this drop week situation that we were just talking about.
I think I read it's either 1 or 2. I know it's 3 in the other league that we're in, but it might be 1 or 2.
Yeah, I don't know where that. I don't know.
I'll find it.
Have a look, mate, and let me know, because I can't. I'm reading the rules and regs here, and I can't actually see where it says.
These guys are damn quick, aren't they?
Yeah, I think it'd be nice getting into the 128s, but you know, for these getting down into the 127.9s, that's just.
I mean, looking at the times for Booson and Crab and even Walters and that, the guys in front of them must be absolute aliens, because these guys are not slouches.
Yeah, exactly right. The grid is up. And we've got John McHutchison in first place, Henning Haig in second, Foreigns Arabian in third, Rafael Blanco in fourth, Stefan Severia, Hugo in fifth, Daniel Sedgley in sixth, John Aldridge in seventh, Ola Bratton down in eighth, Dennis Kiriakopoulos in ninth, David Walters in 10th, Marnik Heister down in 11th, Thomas Renders down in 12th place. So that's going to be an interesting one there as well. Buson down in 13th in the end, Joachim Code in 14th, Kettle Larsen 15th, Paul Crab 16th, Paul Clark 17th, Scott Lear 18th, Teo Sattenberg in 19th, and Ivan Bramer all the way down in 20th place there. Colin Ivan's going to have a bit of a mission on his hands to get moving up the grid. Isn't he ever?
He'll do it. He'll move.
Of course they will. Hopefully they won't be moving due to any collisions. But thank you so much for joining me, Colin. It's been a wonderful chat, as it always is.
Thank you very much.
And I look forward to seeing you next week at Le Mans, hopefully.
Definitely.
Mate, you take care.
Cheers, James. Take it easy.
Bye. So there we go. That was Colin Wynn. Come and join me in the booth there for a little bit of chat. Thought Marnix would be higher as well. Yeah, the level in this field is crazy. It absolutely is. And I think me and you, Glenn, have both come across Marnik Heister this week. And we've both seen him do an absolute stellar run. So to be down where he is quite a surprise, I think. Marnix is probably not overly happy himself and is going to be literally kicking himself. But Buson down in 13th. That's going to be even more challenging Mike Boos on there down in 13th place. So the speed is just going to be unbelievable. It would be if circumstances were different. I'd be going around after you and putting on one of my stickers. But they putting them over mine. Thanks, mate. Right, John McHutchison on pole position. Here we go. The pros are going to be going. And we are going to be green from the pros. Somebody got bogged down at the beginning there. And it's been a long swap in positions. We'll wait and see how this one pans out before we start bringing you all the up and down and the gainers and the losers. But at the moment, Henning Haig is in second place. Blanco third. Severia fourth. Sedgley fifth. Walters, well, they're still swapping positions. So we'll keep an eye and see what happens. Marnik Heister there, Dennis Kiriakopoulos running right. He's right beside the two Denkamp boys of David Walters and Thomas Renders. Paul Crabb has been involved in an incident, and John Aldridge is now off as well. Oh, let's see what happened to John, because he's gone straight into the pits. Oh, John Aldridge, and this is where it all kicked off. See John in the middle in the brightly coloured car, trying to go around well, they're three wide with Marnik Heister as well. Oh, that was one of the Denkamp boys, I believe. Yeah, it might have been one of the Renders, or Walters was involved in that one, and unfortunately, that is John Aldridge in the pits, and Paul Crabb is down the back of the field, so that's unfortunate for them. But up front, John McHutchison has still got Henning Haig right behind him. Rafael Blanco has got company as well, Daniel Sedgley and Stefan Severia. Hugo there as well. Ola Bratton from Team Slow-Mo Gold is currently in 6th place, being chased down by Forens Arabian. So there's a lot going on at the moment, and Dennis Kiriakopoulos, look at this. Kiriakopoulos, it's a crash! Marnik Heister and Thomas Renders. David Walters it wasn't Thomas Renders, it was David Walters. They've gone round. That was an insane collision. Marnik Heister's in the pits, David Walters is in the pits. Let's have a look. Marnik Heister's in the red. Oh, they connected. Oh, Marnik's there straight into the wall. David Walters as well. That's three cars in the pits. John Aldridge is back out. Now Dennis Kiriakopoulos, all the meanwhile, is up into 8th place, and here's going to be the gainers up 1. Blanco, Sedgley 2, Severian 0, Bratton 2, Arabian down 4. Larson up 4, Bramer up 6. Ivan Bramer has made his way through the field for Platinum Racing Team and is having a battle with Paul Clark. Don't forget, Paul Clark is the owner of iLounge Racing, who's one of the sponsors this evening, so iLoungeRacing.co.uk. Go across and have a look. They do sim racing, their setups that you can go in and try as well, between anything ranging from a pro to like 700 quid up to a £100,000 rig. If you feel like you're flush and you've won the lottery, go and see Paul Clark from iLoungeRacing.co.uk. And they do come out and fit the rigs, and they make sure they're all correct and guide you through it as well. So great after service from them as well. But at the moment, Scott Lear is also trying to come back through, and he's got Paul Clark in front and Tae Yar behind him, Sattenhard as well. They're going to be going 3 wide into turn 1. Paul Clark sensibly there. I don't know if he sensibly left the door open, but either way, he's now lost a position to Scott Lear. So Scott Lear now up in down the order. He's up in 14th, sorry. But back up front, there's so much going on. I'm trying to catch as much as I possibly can. And at the moment, these guys are absolutely flying. Rafael Blanco's got Daniel Sedgley for company, and that's never good. There is Daniel Sedgley, there is Rafael Blanco, as these guys move around Ferradura and down, coming into the SA, which is roughly where they are now. So there is Rafael Blanco, there is Daniel Sedgley right up behind him. Behind that, we've got Stefan Severia behind that, and Ola Bratton from Team Slow-Mo. So there's been some action all the way through this field, and at the moment we got Walters, Heister and Aldridge is out. Walters and Heister are still in the pits, and they have been for a good couple of minutes or more. So we're not really sure where the blame would be on that one, whether or not it was on Marnik Heister, whether or not it was on David Walters, but we can take a look back and we can all sit here and debate it in chat. And we've got Colin Wynn and Rob Williams in chat as well. Welcome in, thank you guys. Marnik Heister's in the red. Oh, he goes into David Walters. And Marnik's unfortunately goes down the pit lane with half a Radical SR10. So that's not good. Pick your blame. Who do you think is going to be on that one? But I think there's going to be some inquiry into that as well. But Stefan Severier is got Ola Bratton for company. This is the battle for 5th place at the moment. Ola from Team Slow Mo Gold on the run down into Interlagos. He's on the right-hand side. Oh, that's cars 00. That's David Walters there, slowing right up to let the leaders through. Fair play to him. Didn't want to get involved in the battle and has now just allowed the leaders through. Scott Lear is still locked up into the battle. It's with another Team Slow-Mo driver. This is Teo Sattenberg. I think everywhere I'm going to click, it's going to be a Team Slow-Mo driver because they're all the way through the field. But David Walters there just moving it out the way as well. So David doing a bit of sensible driving. But Scott Lear is climbing all over Terrier as they're coming down now with Paul Clark right behind him. Paul Crabb is still out. He's a little bit further back. He's quite far back, unfortunately, as well, down in 17th place. You see him there as he's heading up round Interlagos up into Ferradura, and the leaders are coming up along the start-finishing line. John McHutchison, Henning Haig, Daniel Sedgley's got past Rafael Blanco, and we can have a look back and see where that one happened very, very shortly. But Daniel Sedgley passes Rafael Blanco and is now up into third place. This is a run down into turn 1. There goes Sedgley on the inside. He gets Rafael Blanco there as well. Now he's setting on the move to try and get hold of Henning Haig. Haig has been no slouch. There is Haig, Sedgley and Blanco's time. Can these guys get away? And that's going to be the question. Can they clear the 4? They've got 4 here. We've got McHutchison, Haig, Sedgley and Blanco. Can they get away from Severier, Bratton and Arabian? They're looking like they're moving. They're moving in the right direction, but it's going to be tough and see how these guys clear. But Sedgley and Blanco at the moment. Sedgley is quicker in sector 1, Blanco quicker in sector 2. Sedgley fastest overall in sector 1 on a 22.042, which is unbelievable driving from these guys. They're on 128s already, and we're only on lap 5. It takes me about 6 laps just to get into the 129s, but hey, there we go. That's the difference between me and them. And there is Arabian chasing down Ola Bratton, who's chasing down Severier for the battle for 5th, 6th and 7th. Severier in the front there, then Bratton, then Arabian. So yeah, keep an eye on this one and see how this one pans out. But if we have a look further down the field, Mike Bousson is now up 10. He's chasing down Thomas Renders in front of him as well. This is the battle for 9th. So Renders in 9th, Bousson in 10th. Bousson is up 3. So there we go. Sorry, behind on stream. Oh, don't worry about it. So don't worry about it, Damien G. Mike Heister, which was unfortunate. Yeah, I think so too. It looked like he got a little bit out of control and unfortunately put Walters into the wall and himself up the pit lane. So that was a little bit unfortunate there as well, but I'm sure Minix will come back stronger and see what's going on. As we can just see in front there, Ola Bratton has just cleared Stefan Severier, and also behind that, Mike Bousson has just cleared Thomas Renders. So that's Bousson up into 9th momentarily, because Renders is looking at coming back through. And behind that, we've got Joachim Code of Team Slow-Mo and Kettle Larsen behind that as well. So there's quite a good Norwegian contingent on track this evening. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Norwegian drivers have joined us this evening. But look at the front line. Look at this. As they're going to be coming down now. Look. John McHutchison, Henning Haig, Daniel Sedgley and Rafael Blanco. What more could you ask for here tonight with these 4 battling it out on track? As they're going up now around the second part, which is Subido de Boxes, and then they'll be going up into bleachers on the right-hand side. Believe it or not, there is a free corner names on that part, 1 corner. If you don't know, tune out to the AMS. I did tell you all about it. Renders, Larsen, Code are in a battle. Haig, your battle on screen at the moment, McHutchison, Haig, Sedgley and Blanco. And then we've got Arabian chasing down Severier, who's trying to chase down Ola Bratton. And there's moves behind with Bousson. There's another move further back with Joachim Code and Kettle Larsen. Can these guys hold on? 46 is Larsen, and Joachim Code in the Team Slow-Mo livery in car number 96 are going to be going down into Interlagos side by side. There's got to be room left, otherwise one of them's getting on off track. Nobody going off track there. Oh, look at this great respect driving here from Larson. And Kyo's got the inside line as he goes round Interlagos into SA, up through Laranahara. Now on circuit, and oh, Larson's looked like he was coming up the inside then. I thought he was going to send it. He didn't manage to get it done. But this is closed. 3 attempts. There's nearly less than a second between McHutchinson, Haig, Sedgley and Blanco. And oh my dear, I was behind the orange car and felt squeezed and wanted to open the wheel, and David squeezed it. No, I don't know, Marnix, I don't know if that's how we saw it. I think you'll find you may have gone into the side of David Walters there. I think you're carrying far too much speed, and I can have a look back and show you what we mean. Very well, now would be good. So here, nope, that's not the one I want. I'm going back to this one. Sorry, didn't go back far enough. So here you are in the red. Walters is out on the right. He's left you room. You went into him, and unfortunately around you went. So it looked more kind of like you may have been there yourself. But Henning Haig has just lost a position to Daniel Sedgley as well. I know you were looking forward to it, mate. I've been talking to you all week. Yeah, I mean, I've been talking to you, driving with you all week, and I know you were looking forward to it, but accidents happen, unfortunately, though, bud. I think it may be a rush of excitement on your part, and you went into the side of David Walters. I must admit, though, how did it feel with the car smacking the pit wall? I'm glad you're okay and not have to go off to the medical services here in Sao Paulo. So there we go. Here is Severier. He's still got Arabian locked up behind him. We've still got Ola Bratton in front of us. All of these currently going across the line on a 128. And they're absolutely flying. Daniel Sedgley past Henning Haig. Jochen Koh past Kettle Larson. Kettle Larson past Jochen Koh. Jochen Koh past Kettle Larson to Larson. And here as well, and Kyo are having this absolute extraordinary battle. Well done. Thank God he wasn't in Damien's motion seat. Can you imagine that? Ouch. With butt kickers on the back as well. God, jeez, he would have come out worse than a Mike Tyson opponent, I'll tell you that much. Oh dear. He would have been beaten up all over the place. So you're lucky on that one. You got a box standard rink, Marlies. Oh, dearie me. What? Imagine that, David. Oh, don't. That would have been seasick for me, I think. Further down the valley of Tarrier is still having a battle with Paul Clark from iLounge Racing. And Paul Crabb has managed to keep the gap. He's quite far off, though, is Paul Crabb. He's still in the field, which is a fair shout to Paul Crabb, but he's got a long way to go, unfortunately, to catch up with anybody there and make a real indent on it. But Terje Sattenberg trying to close down on Paul Clark. Jochen Koh, however, has got Thomas Renders just in front of him. There is Thomas, and behind him he's got Kettle Larson. So it's all going off here. I tell you what, in this race, I'm not really quite sure what's going to be the best action to cover, because at the moment there's action everywhere. Blanco and Sedgley and Haig, look, up at the top you see on timing tower, dropping out to about 5/10 from McHutchinson at the moment. And Severier has still got Arabian right behind him. Can Arabian now get past Severier? Stefan Severier Lario Hugo. There we go, from Optimus Racing. That's one for me to try and pronounce later on. No, but so we'll just go with Severier, I think. Haig is closed down Daniel Sedgley. Haig has been quick, man. I've been watching him I've been in some of the races with him in the officials this week, and not because I'm choosing to, or not because I've got a high IR, because I really do not. It's just the fact that the split, there wasn't enough drivers. Oh, Daniel Sedgley, John McHutchinson. The split, there was only one split, and I was in it with Henning Haig, and unfortunately, I got to see how fast Henning actually was. So there we go. Sedgley now trying to look at coming up the inside on this run round into SA. They go through Ferradura. Sedgley's got the inside line. Unfortunately, McHutchinson, if he's not careful, he's trying to get the inside back again. Going around Pinorino now. Oh, Sedgley's going to have the inside line on the run up into Pico de Pato. I tell you what, if Haig's sensible here, he'll put his car right behind Sedgley's, because Sedgley is leaving the door wide. Oh, he's made it through. But the trouble is McHutchinson has now jeopardized himself and is now under attack from Henning Haig. So here we go from these guys. I'm going to try and get a lap on board with these guys, and we can see how these aliens are here do this, because we don't, and I can't. And Colin and myself have both discussed how they managed to do it. So we'll keep an eye on their steering wheel on the left, and you've got the dash on the right. This is a lap around Interlagos, chasing down John McHutchinson at 6.5k with Daniel Sedgley in front of him on 5k, chased down by a 3.5k Henning Haig. So, you know, between them, there's about 14k's worth of I-rating here. So let's see how they get on now. As you can keep an eye, we're going on board the roll bar. We're going to chase down John McHutchinson from Team Radline, and we're on board with Henning Haig from Team Slow-Mo on this run up now into the Ferradura, the long right-hander. Nice little lift, keeping it as tight as he can. That last little bit of exit curb. Here we go now down into SA. Second gear, we swallow a load of curb here. Oh. Down into Bico de Pado now. We're going to be dropping down. Oh my God, it looks like he ran a little bit wide. Here we go through Mugello. He had to wait then. Henning Haig had to wait for that car to get locked up. Second gear for Henning round the last corner. John McHutchinson runs wide. Here we go. Team Slow-Mo, Team Radline, we're on the inside, on the roll bar with Henning Haig. Can we close up into the back of McHutchinson? The gap's come down. I'd hate to point out behind us, we've got Rafael Blanco, who's going to be climbing all the way over us in a minute. There is Rafael there. And there is John there. But that is a lap, and that was a lap, right, from Henning Haig on a 1:28.67. That is absolutely stellar from Henning Haig there, 1:28.67, and I've got to admit, what an absolute battle we've got commencing on our hands here from Daniel Sedgley, John McHutchinson, Henning Haig, Rafael Blanco there as well. Paul Clark is locked in his own little battle for 15th here. He's chasing down Scott Lear in front and Terje Settenberg behind him. Can Terje make this move down into Delago? He looks like he's picked the toe up. Behind the trees ain't going to help me. Thank you very much. Oh, Clark's gone round. Oh, Paul Clark. Oh, too much, too soon. As we go back on board with Mike Bousson. There are the best lap time for Mike, 1:28.4. Last lap time, 1:28.8. Up 3 places on our grid slot is Mike Bousson. And we're chasing down Thomas Renders, who's got some lovely stickers on the side of his car, as I splashed him on the way through the pits in Sao Paulo on my way to a hotel. So there we go. John will finish 5th gear soon. This is awesome to watch. Thank you, Colin. I'm trying to do my best. There's action all over the place, and I'm trying to make sure that we pick it all up, because every driver deserves a little bit of airtime. And even this man here, Ivan Bramer, who's currently up 7 positions as well. So Ivan did a 1:29.2. His best has been a 1:28.5. So Ivan Bramer up 7. Oh dear. Henning Haig, Rafael Blanco are literally 3 attempts back as they're going round Delago on this run up the hill into the Ferradura. There you go. Blanco behind. Henning Haig there. Haig's down 1. Best lap time 1:27.6. If only I can go that fast. And Daniel Sedgley is in front as well. So I think the thing that Haig's trying to do here is make sure he stays in that tow from John McHutchinson, because if he starts dropping out to about 7 tenths, that tow's going to get lower and lower and lower, and then he's going to be losing it altogether. He's 8 tenths at the moment, is Henning Haig, and he's got to try and up that level. I know it's tough, and look who you've got in front of you. You do have Daniel Sedgley and John McHutchinson, but behind Henning, he's got Rafael Blanco climbing all over him at the moment, and I think this is going to be Blanco's move. If we're not, you know, if he's not careful, I think he's going to be making it. Here we go. Can we get this move now? Oh, Blanco, I don't know who backed out there. That did not look like a very aggressive, whoa! Blanco too much too soon there, buddy. You put your foot on the loud pedal a little bit too much. So we'll drop down into Mike Buson now. He's currently chasing Thomas Renders. Back with Buson, he's got Kettle Larsen behind him and Renders in company as well. Larsen passed Joachim Code, and I got a funny feeling this is how this one panned out. Hold on, this is going around Mugello. Whoa! Joachim got a slide in, and that allowed Kettle Larsen through. So there we go. If you weren't listening earlier on, guys, I've got some amazing things that I probably people didn't know is currently, right? And I'm going to fill you in now with my wonderful bit of research I did behind on Sao Paulo, because I love this circuit. Interlagos, all-time favourite circuit. Absolutely love it. But one of the things I didn't realise is the grounds broke for Interlagos in 1938. The track went live in 1940. And this is currently the 5th variant of this circuit. Now, we're currently on the 4.3K circuit length, right? Or 2.67 miles for us UK Europeans here. But when the track opened, it's actually a track length of over 7.8K long. Now, as I say, this is the 5th variant of this circuit, and I think at the end of the day, you know, you've got to respect the fact that the track's been around since 1940 in general, and you know, that's impressive enough as it is. So 1940, and the current variant of this circuit is 1999 to the present day. Now, before that, there was a 1996 to 1998 variant over at 4.2K, and then the 90 to 95 variant was 4.3. Now, the second variant was 1980 to 89, and that was 7.8K, 26-turn circuit. Now, I didn't realize any of this, and I'm well impressed with the fact that, you know, you can find all this information out, because I thought it was amazing, the fact that this was over at one point a 7.8K variant track. So there we go. Let's get back to the races, James. Enough of your little history you put on there as well. Dennis Kyrgiakopoulos got Thomas Renders and Mike Buson and Kettle Larsen closing right up behind him at the moment. So we settle down into the... Oh, come on. Colin, if I make you mod, can you deal with that, please? Thank you. Dennis Kyrgiakopoulos, Thomas Renders, Mike Buson and Kettle Larsen. Great history lesson, Jace. Thanks, Colin. You are mod as well, so could you please deal with the other things that we've got flashing through in chat? John McHutchinson there under attack from Henning Haig and Rafael Blanco. Here we go now. John has got to be looking at trying to get this run down. Biko rather sharpest because Henning Haig's coming around the outside. He's pulled up right behind him at the moment. Henning Haig there as well. Rafael Blanco's trying to get in the mix. There is John McHutchinson. We slot back in. Oh, a little bit of a snap there, but on we go with Henning Haig climbing all over John McHutchinson. Thank you, Colin. Round we go now, up over the inside curve of Ferradura, dropping into SA, the right-hander. Taking a big bunch of curve there from Henning Haig. Then we go left around Pinarino. And then on this run up into Pico de Pado. We're looking for the tree, and there's a little bit of tarmac just before the tree. That's where you're looking to brake. On this run down now, we go through Mugello. Then into Juncao. The last left-hander. Before we go into this free park corner, this is not just one long left-hander. This corner here is called Cafe. This little bit of a corner. I'll tell you, I've been doing some research on Interlagos this week. And then we're going up round Sabido de Boxes. And then we're coming up now to the next part of the left-hander, which is actually called the Bleachers. Now, there is a name for it in Portuguese. I will try and find out for you as well, if I can try and find what it is actually called. Now, it's actually called Arquibancadas. So we got Arquibancadas is the last left-hander by the pit straight, by the pit exit. As well, so there we go. Some more history for you on Interlagos. What more could I say? You're just getting all this knowledge from me today. So there we go. But Henning, sorry guys, I'm trying. Keep it up with John Hutchinson now on the run up into the Ferradura. We're going to be looking for the tower on the left-hand side. There it is there. We're going to be looking at Gavin the brake down through fourth gear we go. Let's try and hide his name, and we can have a look at his steering wheel and see what his steering inputs are doing. Daniel Sedgley's opened up a little bit of a gap. He's got about 2.3 second gap at the moment. Oh, John looked like he got a little bit out of shape there. What is Henning going to do here? He's got to be looking at trying to stay with him. Third gear corner this time. He was in second. He's carried enough speed. Here we go. We're closing. 2 tenths. Oh, which way is Henning going to take him? Is he going to take him? What's John going to leave him? He's not going to leave him alone. Oh, McCutcheon's there. Look at the flash on the wheels. Oh, there's... Oh! Oh, I thought that was contact. Oh, that camera's scary, isn't it? God blimey, Governor. I thought there was contact going through there. There actually wasn't. Kyriakopoulos has gone off track. That scared me. We've got a slow-mo Ola Bratton under a chap from Belrons Arabia behind him there as well. So let's see how this one materialises down into Interlagos. And at the moment, Ola is hanging on. Bratton for Team Slow-Mo Gold in 5th place, up 3 places currently at the moment. Absolutely stellar job. But let's have a look what happened to Dennis Kyriakopoulos. I don't think it was anything major. He's going into Interlagos. He's going to run wide. Yep, that's it. Off track. Done. Right, let's get back to the action now, because back up front we've still got McCutcheon, Haig and Blanco, and we've only got 3.5 minutes. Blimey, where has this time gone? Unbelievable. And all 3, bloody hell, I know. I know, Colin, trust me, I am. Oh, dearie me. Right. Oh, McCutcheon gets a slide on. Can Haig get him this time? Can Haig get him this time? Here we go. It's closing. It's closing. We're not close enough. I think it's going to be another lap. Yeah, it is. He wasn't close enough. I don't think Arabian's come through either, because Haig's taken his normal line. Oh, we're in 4th gear already. This is like nose to tail, isn't it? Look at, we're going down in a minute. I'm going to go and have a look at the Team Slow-Mo guys further down the order of, I actually want to go down to Thomas Renders. He's locked up in a battle as well with Larson, so we're going to keep an eye on that one. Here we go with Thomas Renders and Larson. And then behind that, we've got Mike Bousson and Yoki Coates. So there's more battles all the way through as we come into the last 2:47 on the clock. There is the track map there for you. Let's give them some colour, because they're all a little bit boring at the moment. So let's give some colour to these guys and see how they do. But currently Thomas Renders is in 9th place. There we go, it's on the iRacing colour there. And we are on board with the white dot top right hand corner. That's Thomas Renders chasing down Dennis Kyriakopoulos. So let's see what happens with this one, because I've got a funny feeling this is just going to get even spicier as we go into the last 2 minutes. Daniel says he's going to come across the line. John McCutcheon's got Henning Haig right behind him now. Oh, Hutchinson is under the cosh. I want to go to the other side of the car, James. There he is. There's Henning Haig. Oh. When, I don't know if it's going to be, oh, he's gone right, it's gone wide, isn't he? Did he make it through? No, they're side by side. They're side by side. Here we go. Is this going to be a freeway down into Interlagos? Here comes Blanco. He's got nowhere to go. Rafael Blanco. There's just car, and then that's it. On the run up, Blanco's got the inside line. Look at the Blanco with the inside now over Henning Haig. But the problem is he's going to have the outside coming into Ferradura, and he's never going to be able to get it around there. He's got to look if he's going to. Look at this. This is just admiration driving. These guys are absolutely putting on a show. Henning Haig, John McCutcheon. Oh, look at Blanco. Look. I think if we had a look at the nose of Blanco, we are literally can see everything underneath. Look at that. There's the engine of that little SR10. There's the tow rope coming out the back, and there's the exhaust, not a tow rope, tow link. You know what I mean, the red bit. So here we go, Blanco now on board. We're on the nose of Rafael Blanco, chasing down Henning Haig. Haig's chasing down McCutcheon there in front. I don't know why I'm trying to look through the car because they only go around with the camera. Oh, they're on the inside. Haig's on the inside still. Oh, they're throwing the cars at each other. There's kitchen sinks coming out, ladles and potato smashers and spoons and forks and everything else, and they're still going. Here we go again. Down that run into Interlagos. Haig's cut across the nose of Blanco. Oh. And you know the funny thing about that, Glenn, is it's all been clean. There's not been any major... I say that and I look down and then I see Thomas Renders has had a crash. Oh no. Thomas Renders, Dennis Kiriakopoulos is going down into Interlagos. Kettle Larson as well. Oh. Did he hold it? Did he hold it? Did he hold it? Did he? Oh, if he let it run, if he let that run, he would have held that. If he'd let it run straight, not that I'm by any shape or form anywhere near the quality of these guys, so please only listen to me if you feel you really want advice. But if he come off Interlagos and let it go, why is John showing as leader? Don't know. What are you talking about? Essentially, I don't know what you mean, Colin. No, that's because it hasn't updated for some reason. It didn't update. So I think I need to go and kind of do that and do that again. But essentially has car. I've missed essentially coming across the line. John McCutcheon, Joachim Code, Rafael Blanco, they've come. Oh, I missed everything because I'm so concentrated on that. Ola Bratton and Fabian Forens Arabia. Stefan Severier comes across the line in 7th place. Kettle Larson in 8th. Dennis Kiriakopoulos in 9th. Bousson and Code down the line. Bousson got him. Bousson got it. Scott Lear going to be coming across the line in 13th place there. So there we go, Scott Lear, Terrier, Sutton-Hurd coming across in 14th. Ivan Bramer in 15th. Well done, Ivan, up 5 places. Good job, buddy. Found it tough tonight. Paul Clark in 15th, 16th. And Paul Crabb, fair play to you, son. Take a bow. You stayed in. You've probably driven this whole track on your own all the way through the evening, but you stayed in. So, you know, that's all that matters. And I think you deserve some props for that. So well done to you, young sir. Epic there to stay in that race when most people would have just come out and said, nah, done. Right. Let's bring you the results. Daniel Sedgley is in 1st. John McCutcheon in 2nd. Henning Haig in 3rd. Rafael Blanco 4th. Ola Bratton 5th. Forens Arabian in 6th. Stefan Severier Hugo in 7th. Kettle Larson 8th. Dennis Kiriakopoulos in 9th. Mike Bousson 10th. Bousson did gain positions in the end. Colin went up 3. Joachim Kjod in 11th. Thomas Renders in 12th. Scott Lear in 13th. As Sutton-Hurd in 14th. Ivan Bramer 15th. Paul Clark in 16th. Paul Crabb 17th. And we know David Walters down in 18th, and below that is Marnik Heister and John Aldridge. Unfortunately, they went off around literally after about lap 1. But I think that was absolutely incredible racing tonight. It was just unbelievable from these guys. And I think you've got to be honest, I think the comments that have been seen and said have been, you know, unbelievable, because I think we've all just got to sit back and appreciate the fact that they managed to get all the way through that, and there was not one incident between them. Not one. You know what I mean? Obviously, the David Walters, Marnik Heister incident, yeah, you know, we've said Marnik's was a little bit eager beaver there to try and push through. But I think at the end of the day, it was an impressive run there as well. I agree with Glenn, one of the best I've watched. Yeah, that is just unbelievable. Let's see if we can get somebody in for a chat. Maybe get Marnix in and see what his opinion of it was. You know, see if we can get the guys in for a little bit of a chinwag. So there you go. Give them 2 seconds. Give them 2 seconds and see if they do. See if we can get somebody in. John McCutcheon has joined me in the booth tonight. John, how are you after that race? John?
Hi, James, sorry.
That's all right, mate. How are you?
After that, I feel violated.
Okay.
Those boys are quick.
Yeah, but you're no slouch, mate.
Yeah, I was in full defence mode though for the last 5-6 laps.
Yeah.
Tires were short.
Yeah, Henning was climbing all over the back of you. At one point, I went on the nose cone of Henning, and I think at one point we joined literally the engine compartment of your SR10. He was that close. It was just unbelievable that you got. I think the thing is as well, comments in chat like have been amazing, like the best racing they've ever seen. Glenn Andre Christian and both Colin Wynn just turned around and went, this has just been incredible, like this has just been the best racing we've ever seen ever. And not once did you guys come what looked like any near each other to make any contact. It was just incredible.
Yeah, it was pretty close. A lot of side-by-side action. Daniel as well, and then Henning behind me. Oh man. And you're right enough, there was no contact between the cars. I think I only get 2x in the whole race, which I was surprised about. So, not bad, not bad.
Mate, no. Oh, John, do you know what? You're relaxed out. You almost remind me of the Iceman, Kimi Räikkönen. You finished second. You've almost been in World War IV with people from Norway, Uruguay, and the UK, and you're just like, yeah, it was good. It was good. John, come on. Help me out.
I have to stay cool, mate. What can I say?
No, mate. I know, John. You're from north of the border, but come on. There's got to be a little bit of like few in there because that was just incredible.
No, there was a lot of sweary words going on, but I'll keep them to myself.
Yeah, keep them to yourself. But look, at the end of the day, John, well done to you. Look, we're going on to Le Mans next week. Definitions of the track I've had over the people I've spoken to about it. 2 long straights and a few squiggly corners. A draft fest that you don't want to lose top speed on. And it could be quite boring. What do you reckon?
No, I think it'll be pretty good. It won't be so much as a draft fest as SR8, because that was about 2 seconds. So that was a draft fest. But this car should be interesting. We've had a race on it earlier in the season. Just a practice race and it was fun.
Right, okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, buddy. Well, thank you so much for joining me in the booth, mate. I have not got enough superlatives for all of you on how incredible that racing was. And thank you so much for giving us that incredible racing. But John McHutchison, well done. Fully deserved. Congrats on your second place, buddy.
Thanks, James. Appreciate it.
No worries. I think we'll all agree that that was just one of the most incredible races that I think I've ever seen within an SR10. And it has just been absolutely incredible. And I want to get the thoughts of the third place man, Henning Haig, into the booth. Henning, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. And you?
Mate, I'm worn out and I wasn't even in the car.
I'm worn out as well. That was a close fight and tight battle with John the entire race.
Yeah, we were on the nose at one point, and literally, you went literally into the engine compartment of John McHutchison's SR10, going down into Juncal. We could literally see the engine and everything else, and it was just unbelievable. And then at one point, I thought I was on the suspension of one of the guys. I thought you guys had come to contact because all of a sudden John just disappeared. It was just like, I have never seen, the comments in chat have just been epic. Like, this has been the best racing I've ever watched. Absolutely incredible. This has been mega. Some of the best racing I've ever seen.
That is pretty cool to hear. And yeah, it was fun for me as well. And I think John also enjoyed that. It was close fighting. So yeah, it was a great race.
Yeah, do you know the funny thing with John is he was just so relaxed. Excuse me a minute. I've got something popping up on screen. John was just so relaxed. He was just like, yeah, it's a good race. Me, I'd have been worn out. I'd have been knackered. I'd have been like, oh my God, I'm sweating. What has gone on? But he was just so chilled. And, you know, I've seen you in officials this week, and it's been great racing against you. Not that I've been anywhere near you. You've been off and gone, and I've just been there eating dust particles as they come flying into my helmet. But, you know, it's one thing doing officials and going out winning, but coming into a league race with the quality of the field we have and getting third place, that's just something unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, we were talking about it before the race. We were thinking about looking at the I rating of several of the drivers, and we were thinking, okay, we're going to be happy if we get P10 or above half of the field. But as soon as I qualified, I knew I could push a little bit and try to get a good position. So yeah, it was intense.
Yeah, it definitely was, and you know, I've been up on the heart rate. I need to get one of them little heart rate monitors that I could connect and show you what's going on your broadcast, because my heart would have been going through the roof. I tell you, if I was any older, mate, I would have been on the floor with heart attack. I'm sure I would have been. But you know, look, dude, I've just got, as I said to John, there was just nothing but superlatives to come out and say how epic that actually was, and I get the pleasure to say, Henning Haig, congratulations on your third place, and a thoroughly well-deserved third place it was as well, mate. Incredible. Incredible.
Thank you very much.
No worries, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Yes. Bye-bye. Have a nice evening.
And you. Well, there we go, chat. I think the words of that would be just unbelievable, and I think I'm going to spend the next few hours before I go on to the America's broadcast later, clipping that and putting it onto Twitter, because I think that has just been one of the best races that I've ever seen, ever. And I don't think there's going to be another race quite like that. It was just unbelievable. But onwards and upwards, and we go into the America's broadcast as well. Don't forget, guys, as well, if you are watching this back or watching this live, please hit that follow button. Follow button, we're not on that one. We're subscribe button. Turn on the bells for notifications, and don't forget to give the video a big old thumbs up, because I think you agree that if you watch that back, you will be blown away in all. It was just incredible. But guys, as always, I've been James Parfitt, and I brought you out one of the best races we've ever seen here on the JPB YouTube channel. And all that's left for me to say now before we go into the Americas one later on is you all take care. Have a great week, and you never know, I might just see you on the track sometime. Good night.